Good afternoon, kings and queens. It is Lakeisha Sheree Jordan coming to you live again. And I want to, of course, it's Friday. So happy Friday to everyone that's going to have the weekend off. But I wanted to issue a reminder and some words of encouragement. I really look forward to everyone getting in the habit of understanding that they are going to continue to be elevating in their lives, even when things look like they're going slowly. So today, I just wanted to kind of encourage you guys and remind you guys to remember that as you are moving in life, get used to reminding yourself that this isn't it. There's more levels to your life. And because there are more levels to your life, you cannot be discouraged when you are faced with roadblocks, when things look like they're going a little bit slower than you would rather them go. Because we have different time periods in our lives where we will succeed at certain things, and all of us will not have the same time period. And I say this because we can all relate to the fact that when we were in the midst of some of the struggles that we had to endure, but yet we overcame, as we were sitting there in the midst of whatever the struggle was, we did not see ahead. We weren't even thinking about ahead. We were just really focused on that very moment and that event. Because of that, many times we slow ourselves down from the progression that we really deserve in life. And so what I have gotten into the habit of doing is constantly reminding myself that this moment is not it. That's the bottom line. No matter what you are going through in life, this moment is not it. One of the things that I do remember that was extremely impactful in my life was being a teenager, being ready to give up, actually mustering up the nerve to take a whole bottle of Tylenol, a whole brand new bottle, 90 pills of Tylenol, because I was ready to end it all. I was done with life. I couldn't see into the future. I didn't have any children at the time, but it didn't feel as if anyone cared. What I had missed out on was the fact that I wasn't caring about myself. And because of that, it blocked me from being able to see that there was more to my life than what was happening at that moment. And so I want you guys to really dig into recognizing that no matter what you're going through right now, there is more to your life than this very moment. Remind yourself that you have to take steps toward getting to your future. And your steps may seem slower than other people, but do understand that as long as you are pushing yourself, as long as you are encouraging yourself, it's a fail-proof plan. Timing is all about the individual. So I want us to also remember that a lot of times we look at what everyone else is doing. And that's one of the worst things that we can do to ourselves, is that comparative growth. Like if this person is 40 or if this person is 25 and they're at this stage in their life, then I'm supposed to be at this stage in my life, when realistically speaking, you're not sharing their journey. You don't know how many people are actually backing this person, how many people they got that have helped them flourish toward these goals. I look at so many different people that will put themselves down because they are not where someone else in their age group or at their job is. And realistically speaking, that is an absolute plan for failure. For you as an individual, you have steps that you need to take in order to excel in life, and this acceleration is inevitable. I don't want us to get into the mindset where we believe just because we are stuck in this moment, because hard times are coming at us, that this is it. I want us to go back and remember that we have already overcome a lot of things in our lives. I want us to go back and remember that because we are an individual with our own purpose, that we are still capable of getting to that end point where we're supposed to be. And I say, if I had of stopped, say for example, when I took those 90 pills at 16, 17 years old, and my life had ended at that point, I would not be here. I have continued to encourage and motivate and empower and add supportive services to thousands of people throughout my life. And to be totally honest, it was that testimony from my past that helped me realize that the same way there was more to my future, I can guarantee all of you that there is more to your future than whatever that moment is that seems as if it is trying its hardest to hold you back. No matter what we are going through in life, we are going to see resistance and opposition from somebody, someplace. It doesn't matter. But the idea is when you are very aware that you are capable of succeeding, then there is nothing anyone can throw in your path that is going to stop you. You may slow me down. You may, get me in that state where I'm not really necessarily feeling good about myself at that moment. But it's at that moment that you stop and you tell yourself, wait a minute, this is a moment. This is a moment. I'm not settling for this. I am taking steps toward becoming that better person. I am not settling for what's in front of me now because I know for a fact I have strength in me to overcome this moment because I've already done it. I'm here at this point because I had to hit some roadblocks. And guess what? Because you're here, you had to have hit them hard enough to get them out the way. So guys, it does not matter where you stand in life. Whether you don't have that job you'd rather have, whether you're not in a relationship that you would rather be in, maybe your kids are going bananas and you're just like, God, I'm at my freaking wit's end. The bottom line is, that's still not it. Because you're here, there is a journey ahead of you, waiting for you to get there. There are doors opening up, waiting for you to take those steps to get there. So I will tell you, as I had to learn, that giving up is not an option. Giving up is not an option. Because at the end of the day, we all have a testimony that can change the lives of those people that do not understand that as they are going through hard times, they're in the middle of a moment. If you happen to be in the middle of a moment right now, say that out loud. It may hurt. You may have lost a loved one, and Lord knows I know what that feels like, to lose a lot of loved ones. You may have lost a job. Somebody may have cheated on you or walked out on you when you needed them the most. You do realize that you're still here and that you have the capability to conquer this moment. A lot of times, so many times, we miss the fact that people are being pushed out of our way. We sit back and we become frustrated about the things that we cannot change. We become down because that loved one stabbed us in the back, because that man or that woman walked out on us. And we're not looking at the fact that sometimes these people needed to go. They needed to get out of our way in order for us to get to our flourishing future. So as you think about these things, guys, as you are looking at the midst of whatever that struggle is, whatever that situation is, it is you telling yourself, I'm not settling for this moment. If you lost your apartment and you ended up in a shelter, or you're on somebody's couch, or you're having to deal with a bunch of fussing and fighting, allow yourself to understand you're not settling for this. Give yourself permission to add fight to your journey. Give yourself permission to not be willing to give up and settle for what is right there. Because we know when we're in the midst of a struggle, it is never easy. I know my journey has been extremely chaotic. Many a times I've had good times and bad times, but that's a part of being human, and I've embraced that. I look at all those things that may appear to be negative and say, wait a minute, there is a bigger picture in the midst of this so-called negative situation. What am I missing here? Did that best friend just really turn into an enemy? Or did that person who was already an enemy show their true colors? Did that family member that I love so much just stab me in the back? Or did that person who is a family member that I love so much actually show me that they weren't rooting for me anyway? Did that job just fire me? Or did I just be forcefully removed from a position because I refuse to go through that door that's going to offer me greatness? Everything in life is about perspective. Everything. So when you're hit with the toughest of tough, you let yourself know this is not it. Guys, get used to saying that. Say it with me. This is not it. It does not matter where I'm at. And I want to stop and take a moment and thank all of you guys for tuning in. Hello to all of you. I want you guys to remember that whatever it is, wherever you stand in life, this isn't it. You can be on your high horse at this very moment. There's levels that you can go up to be even higher. Because if you are a person that loves to care about others and share with others and build the community and your environment, then that high level is gonna get higher because you're issuing out blessings. If you're at a low point in your life, it's a point, it's a moment. It has no choice but to go away because you didn't get here without going through some low points. So guys, I just want to keep you encouraged, but I also want you to give yourself permission to not give up. Say it out loud. This moment has no choice but to pass because I have already overcome too much to allow this moment to be something that holds me back. Every one of us has a purpose. Every one of us. And sometimes it might not seem like it when you're going through things. As I stated earlier, when I was going through a lot in my teenage years, even my early adult years, I promise you, it was so easy for me to be like, what the heck? When am I ever going to get a break? But once I learned to change that language, and I had to practice this, you're not going to get it overnight, folks. Once I learned to practice that language, oh my goodness, this just happened. There's a bigger picture. And I know for a fact in this world that has to have a balance, it's not going to be all bad without good. And it's not going to be all good without bad. I'm going to embrace all of it. And I'm going to use it as a tool to become the best me I was designed to be. And that's what I want to see you guys doing as winners, as victors, as people that are purposed here in life to create a space that will add to this world for the better, that will add to your families and your communities for the better. This moment is not it, okay? So I wanted to hit y'all with this message. I'm hoping every one of you guys are having an amazing day. I want y'all to enjoy your weekend, but more importantly, wherever you're sitting right now, good or bad, high or low, this is not it. Because every solitary one of you guys are capable of reaching your goals in life and excelling for the better. So I'm going to leave you guys with this message. I'm going to send a lot of love and positive energy out there to all of you. And guys, if you're going through some things, sometimes I get it. People don't want to be on the front line. They don't want to be putting messages in and stuff like that. Hit my inbox. I got a few encouraging words to offer you guys. I love you all. Make sure you have a great weekend, and I look forward to talking to you in the future.